Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is go time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J Was Good Today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday.
You gon' know me. Oh, my bad. What's good, folks? What's good? Welcome to a brand new episode of your favorite podcast. Every Wednesday, it's PD&J Was Good Today. I'm your host, Jay.
You gonna know me? You keep touching my damn cup. I'll tell you that shit right now. What's up, y'all? It's Pocket. You know what, man? You know who I ran into?
Who?
Everybody. I didn't have my glasses on. What's up, y'all? It's another new week. Oh man.
I'm not.
Everybody, y'all. How was y'all Valentine's?
Everybody that's tuning in, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. But also, something new I want y'all to do. Drop something in the comments. Let me know that you're tuning in and rocking with us today. And like I said, this is our second episode. We are live on Instagram. You were supposed to say that.
Ain't nobody tell me we didn't practice that. God, please, y'all some something about here. Leave me alone, Harpo. Jeez.
Well, folks, let's get right on into it. So this is what I want to talk about real quick. Two quick things I want to get into. First thing I want to get into that just came across the wire less than 36 hours ago. Those that tune into financial institution, financial statements, different things of that nature that goes on with the financial industry, Capital One is buying 60%.
Actually, let's say this the proper way. Capital One has put forth a bid to buy Discover. Still has to be approved.
You took the thunder away from me.
Still have to be approved. You got to say exactly how it is.
He didn't let me get to
Because you know how that goes.
You
Can y'all hear us? What? So we got to make sure the powers of be ain't gonna have no power.
No, so forget that. Let me get what. So anyway, like I said, Capital One is acquiring 60% of Discover Financial Services at $35 billion. Now, it's not set to take place until the end of this year, beginning of next year. We'll see what happens. But this is a major move. A major move in financial institution. A major move in the financial institution. With Capital One, it's going to be 1/3 of the highest creditors that's out there. 1/3. That means that you're up there with MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. No longer Discover. MasterCard, Visa, and American Express.
1/3 of the environment is captured.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is, there's more to this, and there's more to this. And what people have to realize is, so there was a law passed that banks have to give a third option. What do I mean by that? besides MasterCard, Visa, because they realized that's not fair to the other credit companies like Diners Club, who nobody uses anymore. It wasn't fair to Discover. It wasn't fair to American Express.
Or it's
So
consumers. Let's be clear with that.
Now, what they're saying is that you have to give them a third option. So what Capital One did said, aha, we have MasterCard, we have Visa. You know what? Let's give them that third option. We can't buy American Express. We don't want Diners Club. Let's go for Discover. Because guess what? Discover's been suffering a lot. People don't know that. Discover's suffering, but
A lot
also
of people don't use Discover a lot this month.
but also the small business market is growing. Was huge with Discover because of how they had their point system set up and things set up. And Capital One, as we know, has now come over the small business market. So what did they say? It's a smart move. Regardless of anything, it's a smart move.
I think it's great because at the end of the day, you're getting away from points and you're going to the cash back system and you earn more. And I can only speak as a consumer.
Well, Capital One has a cashback system.
They do, and
that's
that's
the
what
thing
I'm thinking. I have a Capital One, and with the perks and benefits that I get from Capital One, it's a lot better to me than the points and perks of what Discover would have offered. If that makes sense, you earn cash back faster, a lot more.
I don't know because
Every purchase that I've made on my Capital One, I've gotten cash back.
I wouldn't say you wouldn't do that with Discover though. Now
But it's on points. You got to get a certain amount of points before you get cash. Oh, they changed that.
It's been cash for Discover.
Okay.
But what I was trying to think through now is
Mike, where you been? Where you been, Mike? Salute.
this is for you.
Oh shit.
No calls, no messages, and you just pop the fuck up in the comments. You know what?
I love it. I'm here for it.
We're gonna talk to you in a minute.
No, we're not. Mike,
Let's go back to Discover.
Mike, don't pay no mind to him.
Our feelings are we're glad you're safe. Just blink twice if you need help.
Mike's been busy. Let's just leave it at
Just
that.
blink twice if you need help.
How are we gonna?
Hey, just trying to think of the blink twice. It was fucking funny if you didn't see it. You know how many people will do that? Blink twice if you need help. Man, we can't see you. Raise your hand if you got a question. How many times have we done that? And how many people do you think actually raise their hand while they're sitting somewhere?
Oh my God. Oh wow. All right, going back on topic.
Let's go. So I love it in the aspect of because Discover was hurting and they were trying to figure out what they were going to do. From what I understood, there's been a lot of changes with their CEO being cast away.
Forced out. Let's just be real.
He was cast away on an island by himself with a volleyball. But what else movie? But never mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But so I think it's a great strategic move at Capital One, and it's TBA because what's great about Capital One, couple things. You went to the personal banking.
Yes, they have their own personal bank.
And from what I understand, and help me in the comments here, I believe they have the best percentage yield percentage for savings accounts. I believe. And it's amazing their percentage, but because they have
for those that don't know what he's talking about the interest that you accumulate on your savings account once you keep a certain amount of money in there. It accumulates money.
They accumulate. It's not like your ones and twos.
And have you looked? And the crazy part about it, and Trula, while you tapped in, help me out with this one. I don't know if you paid attention or not, but I started paying attention to financial stocks when the news broke. I went back a week because you could go back a week, a month, 6 months, and look at the trend, right? So I started looking at trends. Discover stock was doing horrible compared to Visa, MasterCard, Capital One. I only looked at 4. Okay.
Which other one do you look at? That's 3.
Capital One.
Oh, Discover, Capital One, Visa, MasterCard.
Correct. Once they announced, and it's funny when the timing of it. Let's talk about that for a second. They waited till the ending bell, the closing bell of the stock exchange, to release that information publicly.
But do you understand why?
I do, and I saw why.
So,
and I saw why the next day.
Why they waited.
Because at the end of the day, if you do that at the opening bell, everybody that has a vested interest in Discover Card is going to try to withdraw and pull their money out and collapse it.
No, here's why. When you're doing a merger, a major bank purchase like this, that part, actually, let me break it down. That's true. That's part of the reason. But the other part is so they can protect their own people against insider trading.
Correct.
Because what happens is if somebody sells off quick,
you don't want another Martha Stewart. And she was smart.
Because what ends up happening when you have something that big, somebody somewhere knows to protect that person. They wait till the bell closes. You wait till the bell closes, and then you can do that. And it's not going to look suspicious, per se. We'll put it. We're not going to look persistent.
But over the next 16 hours from the time that bell opened,
people were like,
yes, they brought
I told you.
They brought in Discover shares.
I was in my office at work.
Oh,
we were talking about it, and while we're talking about it, he's like, yeah, I just bought shares a couple months ago. I'm selling them right now. They're up 35%.
Yep.
I'm like, what? See, man, we only 11 minutes, 20 some seconds in the show, and you gonna do that right? I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I give you permission. Go ahead. No. Yep. Yeah. The inner thought is taking over. Your inner being is taking over. Yep. Listen to it. Yo, turn up. Who remembers this back in the day? This motherfucker pulled up with some baseball chew. Let's not eat. Yeah, I'm a baseball motherfucking lead chew. Who remembers this shit back in the
soaring strawberry?
Who remembers this shit? Like, for real. Let's be real.
Shout out to where I got it from. Yes, I was going to give y'all a proper announcement. Oh, see? Yeah, I was going there. Yep, he was inside Stewart.
You said it, not me.
See, what happened was.
No. You can't take that back.
The other day.
No, don't come for me. Come for him.
I'm going to tell you, the other day, I couldn't see nothing, right? Actually, you know what? I ran into everybody because I couldn't see nothing.
Look, truly remember the gun.
Yeah, and taking a big wad, putting it in your mouth.
And cheek, and just letting it sit there for you. Yeah.
So you came into it and you slobbered out your mouth. I gave something to my son, so he was like, "Oh, this is," because I told my son and my daughter, "This is the best tasting worst gum ever." And they couldn't understand what I was saying. My son, he's like, "Ooh," because I gave him the sour apple. He was like, "Ooh, this is good, but now it tastes bad." I was like, see?
That in the Bubblicious. I mean, Bubblicious.
Help me out, wife. What was the other one? Something Stripes. The Stripes. Fruit Stripe. Where you could
Hold on. Wait a minute. Who put big water in their mouth? And what are you? Drew, you're fired. You're fired, buddy.
You, sir, are in timeout. Where's the keyboard?
Oh, zebra gum.
There we go.
Oh, snap.
Zebra Stripe. Where you can sit there. That gum tasted good for like 2 seconds. You sit there, and then when I found out later that you could chew the paper with the gum, it made it worse because it tasted terrible. Like, whatever happened, it was good. That good stuff. Oh man, you know what? There's a place.
You know what the best gum that I ever had as a kid? No lie, as a kid. You might think it's horrible. Bazooka.
Oh, Bazooka.
Bazooka gum was.
How about the one that was filled? The one that was filled.
I never had those ones. I never had those ones. I had the grape bazooka.
Yeah. No, actually, they were good. You chew them for too long. Your jaw start popping.
Hey, no, look. bazooka gum. You used to get that shit for a nickel off the ice cream truck. Now I'm showing my age.
Yeah, you old mother.
You look older than me with all them grades.
No, I look sophisticated.
Yeah, whatever.
I look sophisticated. I look psycho like my shirt.
So
yeah, it's like
yeah, you did. You look.
Don't look.
No, you said
we're going to edit this. We're going to take that part.
No, we're not.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Because I'm the one that does the editing.
Well, I'm taking over.
No, you're not.
I'm taking the editing. I'm editing the editor.
No,
I'm arguing the editor. How about that?
Good luck. Anyway, so good move for
I'm arguing all you mother truckers out there. All you.
So now you didn't tell?
I'm not Denzel. Dude, are you okay? I'm talking. Do you forget who I am?
So,
you need my glasses?
A great move for Capital One. I applaud them for taking. No.
I am a distinguished gentleman.
Distinguished something, not a gentleman.
Wait, I gotta put the glasses back on now.
Hold on. I think I look
distinguished gentleman.
I think I look a little bit more distinguished than you do.
I drink like I am.
Colonel, come get your boy. Come get your boy. Please, come get your boy. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's a good move. I think it's a great move. I'm eager to see what happens.
The fallout. I'm glad you mentioned that.
But talking about the fallout, I see major layoffs.
That's layoffs.
Let's
talk about the layoffs.
I do. Let's be real. I see it. Anytime you see a big merger like this, there's always a trimming of the fat.
Wait a minute. You talk about layoffs.
Yeah.
The layoffs? Really?
We're not talking about regular season. We're talking about layoffs.
Layoffs.
Who's doing the press conference?
Not me.
Shout out, Kevin.
And Dick Vermeil. But I'm excited from one aspect, from the banking aspect, but like you said, the back.
Nah. I'm done. Show's over. We're 18 minutes into the show and it's over, folks. I sign off. I sign off.
I'm wearing like I didn't see that.
I'm done.
I took my glasses off, so I couldn't see.
No, you saw it.
Call
it salt and pepper sexy. Yeah. Push it. Push it.
Salt and pepper's here.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But
man.
I'm excited in the aspect for the banking industry, the financial. Now, I'm not going to say banking. I'm not going to use that word. I'm going to say financial because it's going to be a huge financial impact, not just banking, by financial period. Because
salt and pepper sexy.
Because of this buyout. Because a lot of people know,
some salt and pepper wings sound bomb as shit, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
But looking at it from that aspect, now from the other aspect, like you said, the personal. I know a lot of people that went from one financial institution to Discover, and I'm afraid to see what happens. I mean, I know they only bought 60%, but is that meaning like, we bought the 60%? Now you got to make changes to your workforce and figure out, you got to cut.
Well, one thing that I did read that I don't know if it's true or not. We're going to see what happens if the merger comes through. Discover wouldn't be absolved by Capital One. There still would be Discover.
But here's the thing. Anytime you buy 60% of something, you're going to tell them
what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You still own them because you own 60% of them.
Well, own them isn't the right term, I would say.
Man, y'all sensitive mother. Oh, boy. I'm just going.
Yo, I'm about to look up some salt and pepper wings right now, for real though.
I'm just going to shut my mouth because people are too sensitive, and we don't want to lose viewers.
I wonder.
And
Shout out ATL Wings. I hope y'all make salt and pepper wings.
screw all y'all want to be sensitive. Screw you. I was going to bite my tongue, but ain't nobody to stop me. So yeah,
I damn sure not. I'm looking up wings right now. I'm sorry. So,
but stop being so damn sensitive. Especially you people in country music when you didn't own it in the first place. Oh.
I thought we was not.
I wasn't, but
We was
But-
not.
when we said breaking news, I thought we were going to go here first.
No.
Number one country song owned by a black woman in Black History Month. Mic drop. With a week to go, mic drop. Congratulations, Beyonce. I never say that. I never say that. But congratulations. Number one thing. I've actually heard.
Oh.
I like it.
I could get some salt and pepper wings from ATL.
You better not get a one by my house because you know how expensive they the high.
I'm going by my house, so I'm going by my house so I can get them fresh. Hey, shout out ATL Wings in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm coming through.
But yeah, so shout out Beyonce. And what's funny, everywhere you look, people, there was stations that wanted to play it. There was what the hell is that guy's name? From Dukes of Hazzard coming out about it. There were so many people talking, it's not country, it's not this. Well, you know what? Jack Harlow ain't R&B and hip hop, but apparently he is.
Drake ain't rapper hip hop, but apparently he is.
We can go down a whole list of people.
Like James, he said a lot of y'all in in certain categories that y'all ain't supposed to be in. And let's say it one more time. Say it one more time. Let me finish though. So for y'all to sit back and be nominated in categories that you have no business being in, and for a black woman to own a lane. Let me back up. Create and own her own lane. She got a 2-lane freeway. That's all her, right? Going one way, coming back the other, however you want to call it, right? And she owned country music. Like, I haven't heard the album. I'm not that.
The album's not out. It's only one. There's 2 songs that came out.
I heard one song. I'm like, it's good. It got that R&B country twang to it. Okay, but for her to sit back and come out, hold on, let me finish.
No, but you got to stop there. You said R&B to country twang.
It's all the same. R&B and country is
There you go. Well, actually, not even. Let's take it. Let's expand on it. R&B country twang. So they didn't have a problem with Nelly, did it? Did it? Did they have a problem with Nelly?
Nelly was urban country. He wasn't old school country. They didn't have a problem with Lil Nas X. If you want to put it out there,
They damn don't have a problem with Darius Rucker.
don't nobody care nothing about no Bo, no Luke Duke.
Fake stuff, bootleg, boot shining, back.
He
Thank
going
you.
off. He going off.
And
You
you
don't
know,
piss
you're right.
him off.
No, but
You
you
don't piss
know
him
what?
off.
But you know what? The same thing he just said. How many followers on X because of that man had to shut down his Twitter account because he didn't realize how triggered he was.
Oh, well, they go crazy for the
Well, when you debate, but the thing is, it wasn't debate. It wasn't your normal debate. These were all people involved with country that came out to Beyonce. And then here's the kicker, y'all. Here's the overall kicker of all this. There is a rumor that Taylor Swift and Beyonce have a song together.
They do.
That's coming out. I'm not going to say they do. It's a rumor. It's right now, too. It's been confirmed by anybody. It's a rumor. We're going to say a rumor, but nobody's confirmed it. So it's a rumor. They have a song together. Think about all the times they've been taped together in the past month. Together. Being together. Super Bowl. Oh, hey. Well, we know they're going to be there. New Beyonce's going to be there to support her husband. He runs the halftime show. In case y'all forgot. So she's going to be there for that. But they took pictures together then. And then here's the thing. there was pictures that came out after they did her commercial of her in Taylor Together. I have no doubt about it. If I recorded the song, it's done, but we have to say rumor until it comes out. We cannot say confirm because we can't confirm it. We can't confirm.
From what I've been reading, they've had this song done for about a year now.
Again, ain't nothing confirmed, right? Because it's not out there. Because they have something recorded and it's been said they recorded it, it's not. There's nothing there. There's no proof besides somebody saying, hey, yeah, they were in the studio together. That's all we know. That's all we know. So we're looking forward to seeing what happens. And if they do that, that's going to break.
Where are you? Because I'm not.
You know what? I'm excited because here's the thing: Black people are coming back to the roots. The roots is what country? The roots is let's see other thing. I can hear it in my ear with the banjo. Somebody help me out.
Bluegrass?
Yes, bluegrass. Thank you. Bluegrass, jazz. Black people are coming back to claim what's theirs. People are upset because they know Beyonce has so much appeal. And then after Jay-Z, and this is genius timing, after Jay-Z won that award, made his statement.
I'm glad that you brought that up. Because here's the thing about it. If Beyonce doesn't win Album of the Year now for next year's Grammys, and I'm just going to leave it right there. I want some salt and pepper wings. Son.
I'm so glad you said that. Because that's what's leading up to this. She's making it like, okay, so I've conquered R&B. Pretty much conquered pop because she's got a few songs that she's in categories that she don't be in. She's long. She's R&B. She's Beyonce R&B. So we have that. So now she went to country. She's like, all right, if I conquer this, how are you not going to give me Artist of the Year? She's not saying that verbally. I'm saying that through her music.
But I'm saying that.
So what is she saying? She's doing the subliminal thing. She's like, you know what? Let my music speak for itself. If I can get #1 as the very first Black woman ever as a country artist, deny me my throne.
Moving on. I think we kind of talked about that enough.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the next subject. Your favorite buddy.
Now, we got a couple. So we could be talking about my favorite uncle?
No.
Oh. Tell the people.
So his favorite buddy, Donald J. Trump.
Oh, dude. Oh, I know what we're going to talk about. So apparently there's a rumor that Nelly is remaking Air Force to... You ruined it, man. You ruined it. You were remaking the song Air Force Ones, Air Force Ones. And
no, I wasn't going to talk about that. I didn't even know about that. And I think that's a rumor. That's not even confirmed.
that's some shit.
Oh, okay.
That ain't good.
His buddy, Donald J. Trump, just got hit with another financial, I'm going to call it sanction, for $354 million that he got to come out of pocket. And on top of that,
There you go.
And on top of that, he can't even be an officer or run a company. So how the fuck is he going to be able to run this country? I think honestly, they let me just finish my thought.
That's our point. I want you to say that so we can go, so we can tie it together.
They kind of made it autonomous that this man can't run for office financially. They just made it. They just made it that way. Like this man financially won't be able to campaign for office, and if he does get in office, think about it like this. And this is where I'm coming from, and I'm just going to be honest. America has been established as a corporation. A corporation is a company. Established 1776, right? So, if you're a president, that means you're the owner, not owner, but CEO of
the free world.
Of the free world, right? if you've been sanctioned to not be an officer or you can't run any business, how the fuck are you gonna run this country?
Now, here's the thing. So Uncle Jim was told that he's not competent to stand trial, but he's competent to run this country.
I think they're doing it to eliminate the both of them, bro.
Bingo!
I think they're honestly doing it.
Bingo, bango, tingo, tango.
But you're still fucked because you have no backup.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm going to talk about him right now.
Ah, shit.
So, the other day, after my kids were getting their eyes examined and we were walking to the parking lot. So, if you don't know me,
you said, man, the fact of the matter is you could be a convicted felon and run for office. Well, this man said just got sanctioned that he cannot run a corporation. So what's your thoughts on that?
But now, thank you, Trullo. But here's the thing. So we're walking through the parking lot, and this lady is talking to this guy. And I'm like, all right, y'all, move fast, fast, fast. Tell my wife and kids, hurry up, hurry up, let's get to the car, let's get to the car. So the lady catches me because I'm telling them to move fast, so I'm slowing down. Hey, sir, how are you doing? Right. I'm doing great. How are you? Because when people speak to me, I've been taught to speak back, right? So she goes, are you ready to vote? Yes, we're ready to vote. Oh, well, we're trying to get Robert F. Kennedy. Stop right there. You ain't got to say nothing else. Give me the paper. I'm signing. I'm signing everybody else.
What they said, they're trying to get RFK not to be on the ballot.
That wouldn't have made any sense.
But what if they were trying to say that?
Then that would stop. No, actually, that would stop me too. Okay. Because I'll take a good debate.
Because you cut them off, but they didn't finish their thought.
No, she said we're trying to add Robert Kennedy to the ballot. I'm like, oh, you know what? You said the right words at the right time. Give me the paper, say nothing else. So I started signing. As soon as she said that, 5 more people. Now, here's the thing. Well, if you couldn't tell, I'm a little melanated myself. And then this other lady of non-melanation. And then other people around. The guy that signed was, how can I be proud? Asian. I don't want to say slang out. Asian. We'll say that, Asian. So that, you're looking for a candidate to unite people? I think there's one there. If you're looking for a candidate that nobody can really argue about, there's one there. I signed, she signed, and the lady was done for the day. The guy was already signed. He'd already finished signing. So she got me and then got the other lady, and she was telling me as I was signing, well, if you know your wife's signature, you can do it. I was like, well, I do know it, but
you know what? I wish.
Now here's the thing.
No,
I'm not even finished. Here's the thing about that. We wanted another candidate that was for the people. People, go look up Robert F. Kennedy, and you will be sold on what he has said and the moves he's made, and the moves not just what he said, but the moves he's made and making. That's the candidate we need to get this crap done out of the past 8 years. If you want to say it. But
I wish we had Aborigines in office.
I don't. Because they don't think about themselves.
Aborigines think about the people.
No, exactly. They don't consider us Aborigine. So you want them in office, they do not consider you Aborigine.
True. I wish you would chime in on this debate. The whole thing about it.
Here's the thing. Look at the clothes you wear. Look at what you wear on your wrist. Look at what you have. They do not connect with you as Aborigine. Now, if you were to not do this, let them do it, then you would have a chance. But Aborigines only go for their own, not because of the color of your skin. It's not just that.
The point that I'm trying to make, though, is that when we talk about,
I do that communicated.
Well, you would. The whole thing about it, where I'm coming from, though, is that as a culture that we talk about. Like I've even said on the show, I hate the classification of black. It doesn't exist. The classification of black under maritime law is the void, the negative. Look at Webster's dictionary balance, and you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything good. However,
No. In the dictionary, it means something good. In reality, man has changed it where it's totally negative.
but if you look at the
Because it's
Webster
white.
dictionary and you look up what does black mean, it talks about a void, a darkness, something non and void. Doesn't necessarily talk about anything good. Those that are original Aborigines that were taught this maritime law don't know exactly what an Aborigine is. And as I'm talking, he's looking it up. Absent of light, enveloped in darkness, a black night, lacking.
Where are you reading?
I'm looking at this.
That's a lacking hue and brightness,
I was
absorbing
looking at
light
too.
without reflecting any of the rays coming in. Character is absent light and low and dark.
Correct.
How is that? What's negative?
What do you mean? Google what's the definition between.
Okay, here's the original meaning of black. The word black is from Old English, from Proto-Germanic blakas, burned, from Proto-Indian European, to burn, gleam, shine, flash, from base to shine. Old Saxon, ink. Old German black, block. Dark. So there's not much negative there. We've been programmed to think as Americans.
No.
We've been programmed to think as Americans that it's negative. But when we look at our history,
As Americans, let me stop you there. Around the world has been programmed to think that black is negative, because if you go anywhere else around the world, we're not even appreciated. We're less appreciated in other countries in those world than we are in our own country, and we're not even appreciated in our own country.
what's our own country?
This is our own country. America is our own country. If they go back to the maritime law, before maritime law came into effect, this was the country of Aborigines before it was taken over, before it was established as a corporation, as a country. Look it up.
That's funny because the original Aborigines were in Australia.
Original Aborigines were actually found on this land, but it's not documented. They have not documented it because
so you're telling me that the Indians don't count? Is that what you're saying?
they're part of the original Aborigines.
They've been separated themselves. Aborigines been separated from Indian for over centuries. You want to talk about going to history? We can go there. Aborigines were not before the Indian.
I would disagree with you on that.
Aborigines are definitely not before the Indian because
The original black man was here before the Indian was. And that's what I refer to as the Aborigines, the original black.
if you're talking about the original black man, that was not an Aborigine.
What happened? All that. Oh, okay. An old German black means fellow. Still, it's a contradiction on what it is. So it doesn't mean anything positive. But to catch you up, Trulu, we're talking about how America had the original Aborigines in it. How this is their Aborigines' land. And different things of that nature. Like we kind of went in and out on the debate real quick. Chime right in though. But yeah, it's a lot that goes on with that. And there are those that do know.
Original Aboriginals, of course, Africa, because I don't know how you're going to say they're here.
But if you
Migrated from South Asia during the Pleistocene epoch and lived over large sections of Australia continental shelf when the sea levels were lower in Australia.
But where was Australia before it broke off? All this land was one land before it broke off. It wasn't islands. It wasn't countries. It wasn't this. It was all one land.
Do you see any point of America?
So, but here's the thing. That is going to my point. Let me finish. Before it was mapped out, South Africa, North Africa, Asia, America, South America. Before it was even mapped out, it was all one. Hold on. Okay, you were right. Western civilization is painting blacks is something negative, but negative black magic, black ball. It was wire schemes. Okay. The indigenous people of America were so-called black. The oldest civilization found in South America was so-called black.
South America, right? Not here. That's what I'm trying to explain.
But he also said in
South America.
But also the America. But before there was a South America, it was called the Americas.
Before there was South America, there was no Americas.
Okay. All this land was one land, and then it separated, and then maps were drawn out. That's all. That's the point of what I'm trying to make. So if we go back to when this all was one continent, we were all aborigines that lived on one continent.
I'm going to show you something. The oldest map of the world. The Imago Mundi, which dates the 6th century BCE, which we know what that is, before Christ, right? That's the oldest map.
True, help me out here. What's as far as all these continents being put together as one before they were separated? Let me know if I'm right or wrong.
And the Moxa, I can't even say his fucking name.
Anaximander.
There we go. Anaximander, hell of a name, was responsible for creating the very first map of the world. Was born in the 30 or 42nd or 16 BC and lived until mid 1700s. So the first map that you're thinking about that we see was mid 1700s. Before that,
there was a map.
Is the 6th CE.
What's that right there?
6th century BC.
What's that right there? It shows all the continents together as one, right? It does.
Then what's that? What's that? That's the whole continent together. It's not all together. That's the detail view. It's nothing together. There is no map showing it together. We assume over what man has told us it's been together. Because what we think of, everything was together. There was a flood. And then everything started. And there was a giant room shaking and the dinosaurs died because of fireballs and are separated. Not necessarily true. Well, we do know the flood happened because there's been remnants of the flood.
That's separated.
That's all. We don't know that it's separate. We just know a flood happened. For all we know, we're all connected, which we are underground, but we don't know how far that goes.
Okay.
Now, if you put the pieces together, yeah, we all fall back together. But again, the thing is that we've explored up there, but we haven't explored down there. Why? Because we don't know how far we are connected as a whole world under the water.
I can answer that question, and this is
you can. So you're the only person in this world that can answer that question.
And you could be, my opinion that I'm going to answer that question is based on certain facts that we both know. At the end of the day, they don't want to know the truth of how far we're connected as a culture, as people of land in general. Like if you can go down and connect the roots to everything and find out that we all, here we go right here. No pocket. They've also discovered remains of black people here in North America.
No, I'm not saying they have
the Americas.
I'm not saying they have. What I am saying is that you cannot sit here and arbitrarily say that Aborigines were right here. They were the first people here in America. Yes, they found black bodies, but they were not identified as Aborigines. They were found as original Africans.
Now that opens up a whole nother can of worms then.
No, it doesn't. Because how does that open up a can of worms?
Because of the simple fact that the African is from Africa, how the fuck are they here? Because we were all connected on one land. They were here before. The Africans were here and natives were here before Christopher Columbus supposedly said that he discovered this country.
Well, and we all know now what we all knew for years, that he never discovered America. He ran into Cuba, called it the mainland, and then things happened from there.
Now, was Cuba a part of Cuba, Puerto Rico, all that shit? Do you think it was part of a bigger landmass before it separated off?
If you look at the miles from Puerto Rico to Cuba, nautical miles or miles in general, you would, hell yeah, you can see that.
Okay.
But here's the thing: what I'm saying is, what you totally missed was totally missed. We don't know going down under the water. Is the Earth still connected? We know what. Here's my idea of the flood. The flood happened. The water receded, but I don't think anything separated per se. I think if we keep going further, as far as what I mean separated, I mean nothing's connected underwater. We're all land masses. We're all islands. I don't believe that.
So you don't think Atlantis was real and it fell?
That's not. See, again,
no, I'm asking that question.
When I said the water receded,
yeah.
This is what's left. Do I believe Atlantis? Yeah, they found remains of Atlantis. They found remains of other cities underwater. Matter of fact, I think it's helping out Italy. Italy, they're realizing is sinking. Italy is sinking.
I want to see if I could bring in a special guest real quick. Hold on a second. Because we got somebody that actually wants to debate you, Pocket. And I'm here for it. Let me see if I can get them in here. Oh, 1 second. Thank you, folks, for tuning in.
You're talking about the Mayans. I'm sorry, we didn't tell people what he's talking about. Why isn't it? There it is.
Pocket can't figure out how to work.
That's referring to the Mayans. Oh, this is the Mayans and stuff like that, which is one of the huge. What do you want to call it? The huge civilizations that people want to say disappeared.
But before the Mayans, there was the Aztecs.
Keep going.
You know what I mean?
Keep going.
Before the Aztecs, there was the original tribes, the Chickawas.
Exactly. You got to keep going.
No, that's the original tribe right there, the Chickawas, and then everything branched off from there. As far as when you go Native Americans, but from the Chickawas, you had the Cherokees, you had the Aztecs, you had the Mayans, you had.
Now here's the thing. So I don't know. Me and my family went on a cruise. What we found out was how the world has been told there's no more Mayans. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Wait. There's no more. That's a lie. There's no more Aztecs. A lot, because you know what? On our tour, they had people that were second or third or fourth generation Mayans. So that makes you think, really, what are you trying to teach us in history?
Well, I've always
they disappeared because I think they're still alive. I think the full Mayans still alive. I'm not going to go
there. They live on their own land and they live in peace and tranquility, and they don't deal with the outside world.
And guess what?
And they're goddamn sovereign. You can't even go on their land.
Try. No, wait. You can try. You gotta tell you. You gotta say you can try to go on their land. I wouldn't suggest it. There's islands out there that you can't even step foot on. If you don't believe us on that, go. We're talking about Google. We're talking about look up this and look up Bonampak and Cabo Stella. Still alive? I can't help me out how to say it. I think it's still alive, but I'm not sure. But either with Cabo, you look that stuff up. I want you to look up forbidden islands across the world. The reason why they're forbidden, you even try. I don't care who you are. No matter what color skin you are, you try. Just try to go to that island. I hope your wills, your estate planning's done. You ain't coming back.
So as far as the landmass of America, according to the oldest records in America, it's the only part of the earth that wasn't covered during the flood. So that means that all the people came here.
Came from here.
Which is possibly true.
But
I can see that.
This goes back to, remember, finding the black bodies here. But for whatever reason, they don't associate them historically with being Aboriginal. We will claim them as Aboriginal, but the whole thing we can say is the first people on this earth, as we know, were what color?
Aboriginal. I don't like using the word black.
I don't use the word Aboriginal because it makes you sound primitive. So, and I'm not going to use black either. I like the term melanated because it gives a status. Everybody likes status. That's your status. Melanated status.
I hate that word too. It's a color.
Is it? So do me a favor. Google melanated.
It might not be a color, but at the end of the day, what Americans going to do is create it as a stereotype in a negative aspect. Now I'll give you the great example. Lotto, rapper Lotto, right? Her name was Mulatto. Because of that name, they gave her so much goddamn, let me finish. They gave her so much goddamn strike over her name being Mulatto that she changed her name to Lotto. I hate that word melanated. I don't like it.
Well, what does mulatto mean? That's nothing. That's not the same thing as melanated.
No man don't say
Chica. Why Cherokee? Because that's not the original. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that. But here's the thing. Mulatto has nothing to do with the melanin. That's two different things. Mulatto is meaning biracial. That's what mulatto means, which she is. That's why she got it. Melanated and mulatto are two different things. Now her name changed to back, and here's my thing about that. She wears the blonde wig, fake flat. If you're gonna make an argument, don't use lotto. That's all I'm gonna say. But you know me. But no. But being honest, knowing me,
I get that from you. But take all that away. And let's just focus on the name, though.
Mulatto has nothing to do with melanated. That's
okay. But if she wants to call herself mulatto, why have a problem with it to the point where you're gonna change the name mulatto? Okay, so why have a problem?
Let's take the Redskins.
Okay.
Why have a problem with that?
I don't.
You don't. Do I? You don't. Well, do I have a problem with that?
I don't think you do.
I take you one further. Do the American Indians have a problem with that?
Last time I checked, they didn't. It was society that did.
Bingo. So, and that's another. Yeah, exactly. Pigmentation varies. It does, but being melanated covers that whole aspect, the whole ratio of having color. The worst word to call somebody, and I'll say this, when I hear this word, it makes my feelers go up, my ears go up, and I ain't got big ears, y'all. Color. I hate that word. That is the worst word in the world for me. You know why? Because when I go back and look and hear, and I used to hear my mom and dad talk, because they grew up in that era. They marched. They actually marched with Dr. King. They marched with, well, my dad got Dr. King. He was more lost than Malcolm X. But either way, looking at it from that aspect, I don't like that word. To me, that's worse than calling me a nigger. It really is. Seeing how they wouldn't post niggers here, white people here. They post colored folk here, white people here. So that's a word that triggers me because guess what? Among all the words that people get triggered by and have a negative connotation, the word colored to me, calling me a colored person triggers me.
I'm glad that you brought that word up, trigger. Because what is going on right now, and I want people to pay attention to what I'm saying right now. If you don't pay attention to anything in this episode, pay attention to this. This year, pay attention to the media. The media is going to do everything in their power to trigger you to act negative, not in the positive. You got an election coming up. They're going to trigger your fears. Okay? They're going to go after you on your fears, and they're going to trigger you to make it seem like this ain't right. These people ain't right. This is that. This is that. And it's not the case at all.
You want to read this from Trula. We know why they don't claim on Miss Aboriginal, because if you claim them as Aboriginal, then that means they belong to soil.
That belongs to them.
And we being their descendants, being mislabeled as African American.
That part.
I wish we could like highlight part of this, because I want to highlight as African Americans. We are not. Those of us that are here are not.
Hold on.
Amen. They didn't already make black and white negative and positive stereotypes. The fact that we're pointing out black people was on the planet first is something everybody should get. Just got to get it.
And it's a trigger to the white folks. Oh, no. It's a trigger to the colored folks. And the reason why I say that, and I'm going to say it like this. I'm not a colored person, so I don't get triggered by that. I know who is colored, though. When they get envy, they turn purple, blush.
So here's the thing. When you look at the color white and you look it up, it says the absence of color.
Exactly.
So therefore,
you got to put colors into it
to make it happen.
Exactly. So when you get envy, you turn green. When you get sick, when you turn envy, you turn blush. When you get sick, you turn green. When you turn angry, you get red. Who's really the colored folk?
And you know
no disrespect.
No disrespect. What's the absence of color is white. So when you to become color with white, you have to introduce an element to make color, right? Introduce an element to make it color. So white people are not traditionally colored. However, when you introduce color to them, they become colored people.
So in order for them to turn
so they're chameleons.
So in order for them to turn colors, they have to have color in them, right? So that means I'm going there. So that means that you had some nigga in you at one point in time in your life. I went there. I don't care if we get shut down.
First people call mulatto with full-blooded Indians.
Indians, yep.
Now, well, here's the thing with mulatto. Like, all right, I think she's very talented. I'm gonna say that, but bringing her up in this argument, she's not happy. Here's my feeling on a lot of women nowadays.
If you're not happy with yourself, why are you expecting men to be happy with you?
You just took that. Remember?
No, you just went to a whole nother segue.
No, I didn't. No, because I let you there. I want you to go.
Women, stop doing all these goddamn alterations on your body.
Actually, I'm gonna say this. Stop saying you're not doing it for other people.
You're doing it for yourself.
But then when you get when you get the notoriety, you get everything.
You get the recognition that you don't like.
You get, and then you say that, well, I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. Did you really do it for you, or did you do it to get the excitement behind it? Women.
But to be honest with you, there are some men that's not into the fake shit. I'm not.
Oh, I ain't either. So we know that.
I'm not.
We stand strong with that. But here's the thing: there are guys that aren't, and I don't knock that either. But the whole thing is, women, do it for the right audience. Do it for the people that you want to attract. Here's what I mean: lip fillers, BBLs, fake lashes, fake nails, wigs. Do it because you're what audience you want, what audience you need. You're trying to attract. That's what you don't sit there and complain when the audience you want and you're attracting acknowledges it, and then you're like, I don't know why. You said you did it for you originally, right? But now you're getting the confirmation that you probably really wanted on the inside, but you didn't want to say outside. I get it. I don't. I get it in the aspect of a lot of when you look at TV, movies, cartoons, whatever, It's not reality, guys. Women. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it one further. I'm going to say social media. It's not reality, man. The Kardashians, not reality. The reality is you. How you feel about you?
I know what's reality about Kim. Anyway, until next week, folks. Make sure you tune in each and every week. We love you. We thank you for tuning in this week. We'll catch you next week.
And I apologize. We were going to talk about how y'all Valentine's were. We didn't get that point.
Because we're going to talk about goddamn Trump all day.
No. You started this.
So
political.
No.
You went political. I went political. I went sophisticated.
What the fuck is the difference?